Hey everyone, welcome to Chronic Entrepreneur Club. I'm Valerie Zaitseva, the founder and head coach. I'm here today with Chris, the Maximizer, and she's going to share her story about how she started her business and where she is today. And I hope you get so many valuable hints and tips and inspiration from her because she's really made it happen. And she had such a unique story that I feel a lot of you could relate to, and that you might actually find this an inspiring way to fund your business as well. So let me tell you a little bit about her. So Crystal is a coupon educator and shopping coach at her company, Chris Maximizer, like I said earlier. Her company's goal is to help her clients learn strategic shopping methods to save money on household items and groceries using coupons. She started her YouTube channel 15 months ago, and now it's at 21,800 followers. Yes, subscribers.
Yes.
And she shows people how she saves, and she's actually grown it into a full-time business. So she's not working a job anymore. She's completely in her business. It's so amazing. With over 10 years of experience couponing, Crystal really knows how to catch a deal, and she builds a stockpile, which I know is important for a lot of people chronically ill and can't make it to the grocery store every week. She saves at least 50% overall or more when she shops. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of free money right there. And one of the best quotes by Chris the Maximizer: "I teach my clients to never pay full price by shopping with a purpose to get what they need." Amazing. Well, would you like to say hello?
Hi, everyone. My name is Crystal. I'll also go by Chris the Maximizer. Either is fine. Thank you so much, Valerie, for having me. I'm super excited.
So
This is
glad.
awesome.
For those of you who don't know, Crystal and I actually shared the same online business coach, and that's where we met at one of her events in our local area. So it was super amazing because you just never know where you're going to be meeting people. You just never know their stories. And to hear somebody like you, Crystal, to go from, working a job that you were just like, God, get me out of here, to, funding your own business by couponing. You were living on a fixed income. Can you just tell me more about your story and just share it with everybody?
Of course. So I have been couponing for over 10 years. I started back in college out of need. My mom had coupon on a very small level, but I was like, okay, I have to do some things because I only have a certain amount of money and I have to go to class. So when I get to college, I started watching Extreme Couponing, which is a little fake, by the way, but it still has a great premise. And I started just buying newspapers and really getting into couponing, and I just started to get addicted. Back then, there was nobody on YouTube to watch. There was no coupon classes. So I was literally watching Extreme Couponing, watching my mother, and just putting it all together. So that was in 2008 when I started, and I started to amass a stockpile in college. And people would laugh at me and make fun of me, but whenever they needed something, they knew who to come to. And for a small price, I would fund them. So that is where it started. Then I moved to Florida in 2012. And then in 2014, I actually became pregnant. And that was probably the best time I've ever had couponing. I love couponing for baby stuff. I couponed for so many diapers and wipes. I did not have to buy diapers or wipes for my daughter until she was 18 months. The only reason why I had to was because she was outgrowing the sizes that I had. So I had to start exchanging. But I mean, I amassed the stockpile, probably spent maybe like $800 on all those diapers and wipes for 18 months. And certain times she was using 10 diapers a day. So that was in 2014. But then since then, my couponing has like even doubled because I had a family to take care of. So I would just set my budget every month, cut my coupons, and make it happen. And then it wasn't until 2015 I started to sell some couponing classes, but didn't go so high. I wasn't in the right frame of mind. And I got really discouraged. Like, I can't do this. Couponing can't be a business. But I got so fed up with my job. Like Valerie said, I was praying every day. I was a sales recruiter, which I loved recruiting, but my passion wasn't there. My passion was couponing. No idea how to monetize it. So one day I was just like, you know what? We're going to record ourselves when we go to Publix, because people have continuously asked me, how do you do it? How do you save money? Because I would be posting pictures on Instagram and Facebook and saying, oh my gosh, I got this for free or got this cheap, or even shopping for my coworkers. I'd say, give me $20. I'd come back with all this stuff and they'd be like, how did you do this? Long story short, One day, my daughter and I went to Publix and we just recorded ourselves. I posted it to YouTube, and that was August 19th of 2018. And it's blown up more than I could have even imagined. And then I went full time in my business in August 2019. So 1 year to the day after starting my YouTube channel, it became a full time business. And it's just amazing to see how my passion is turning literally into profit. So that's the short version of the story.
That is so awesome. Thank you for sharing that. I just wanted to ask a few questions and maybe you can elaborate a little bit more. But, is this something that was this easy? Is this something that anybody can really do? And actually, if they're living on a fixed income to really stretch their dollars?
Absolutely. So the biggest thing about couponing is that, yes, I'm going to be honest with you, it can seem overwhelming. It can seem daunting. It can seem like, oh my gosh. The biggest thing for anyone on a fixed income is to focus on what you need only. Before you look at any circular, before you go to any store, make a list of what I can't live without this. And that can be different for everyone. Some people can't live without a certain cereal, and that's okay. You may not be able to live without a certain lotion. No judgment. You just need a strong list of what you need, and then from there is when you find the coupons and the deals to match that. Now, I teach methods free on my YouTube channel, where you can literally learn how to coupon without the overwhelm by literally just focusing on what you need. So my YouTube channel is a full free resource for you to actually start and not overwhelm yourself with getting all the things. One of my big mantras is get what you need and be intentional about what you're getting. And then, of course, once you get what you need within your budget, of course you can add your wants in later. Your wants can become on your need list, and you know only to get them when they're on super sale.
Awesome. So I have a question for you about when you were couponing uh,
Mhm.
and starting your business. Where were you putting that money that you were saving?
Oh, wow. So I started to use it to fund the business. So when I started YouTube, literally, I started literally just with my phone, no microphone, nothing. Literally, I'm holding my phone in the store, phone's all shaking. So the first two investments I did was what I did was I had my grocery budget, which at this point was around like $200 to $250 per month. And I was like, okay, I need about $60 to go to Amazon to get a tripod and a microphone and a ring light because I was filming my beginner series videos in the house. So I challenged myself. So I took $160 or $50 and I said, this is what we're eating on for the month.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, I started going to the dollar store. I started shopping at Aldi's. I started being very intentional and focused in on what I'm going to buy. So that way, I just took that $60 from my grocery budget and I used that to actually buy my first tripod, buy my first microphone, and get like a kind of stabilizer tripod. So that way I wasn't in the store like shaking out crazy. So I literally just took the money that I already would have spent and reallocated it. And also, I will say that looking at how much I was eating out, because I know sometimes I was getting lazy and I was almost doubling my food budget by eating out. So I really looked at what I was allocating everywhere else, and I just cut that back and decided instead of eating out $200, we're going to take that $200, maybe put that a little bit to more groceries or household items, and I can still have the rest that I was going to spend anyway to fund the business.
Yeah, that's awesome that you just you did it more intentionally. You weren't just saving money on every shopping trip just to save money for your business, but like
Right.
you had an end goal of what you wanted to buy for the business.
Yes. And taking it out in cash helps. So literally I would take out like $260 because 20s in the bank are even. And I would take that $60 and leave it at home. So you're at the point where you only can shop with what you have. And you have to be super creative.
Yeah. Well, so I like something that you mentioned where you started going to these, like dollar stores and stuff like
Mhm.
that. How healthy can you still eat while couponing?
You can actually eat pretty healthy. Now, you're not going to find a coupon for celery or for broccoli. You're not going to find that. But what you do is you're going to get your other items that you don't need to be healthy for cheap. For instance, your toilet paper, your paper towels, your toothpaste. I have not paid for toothpaste in probably about 8 years. My toothpaste net cost is free or moneymaker. Legit, I went to Walgreens today and I got Crest and Colgate, both free moneymaker toothpaste, 4 tubes, completely free. So those are the items. So we need toothpaste. You need probably at least 1 tube per month, which can cost you anywhere from $2 to $5 depending on what you're buying. You get that for free. That gives you $5 back. That $5 you can use to buy your broccoli and your celery and your organic meats. So you want to save on things that you have coupons for and take those extra funds to buy your healthy food. Also, Aldi's, if you have one in your area, wherever you're located, they have a lot of fresh organic food that is like a third, half the price of what you could pay at like a grocery store like Publix or Safeway or Giant or Whole Foods. They have very good food there for a fraction of the cost. So I'm not advocating you to go to 50,000 different stores, but find that store where you can get your fresh organic things a little cheaper than the regular convenience grocery store. But saving on your household items is what's gonna inevitably allow you to save and have more money to buy those fresh fruits and vegetables.
That's awesome. Yeah, because I know for me, that's definitely something that I'm always super scared about because I have to eat anti-inflammatory foods.
Of course.
Whenever like I look at a generic like coupon catalog, it's like all these foods that I can't eat.
Right.
Or like the BOGOs, all these foods that are like super processed. So I know that's always a concern. But for those of you, like I have known Crystal for a little while now. And I also know that she really loves a good rebate app.
Of course. Yes. So rebate apps are also like a complete game changer. Now, when I started couponing years ago, there was no such thing. But in the past, I would say 5 years, there's like 5 or 6 rebate apps that I use. So again, if you go to my YouTube channel, totally free, I have a full playlist of just rebate apps. There's apps where you literally pay no money. You invest your time. So one of my favorites is called Shop Kick, literally Shop Kick, where you earn points, or they're called kicks, for walking into a store and scanning items. So literally all you have to do is open up the app, create an account, walk into Walmart, you get 10 kicks. It'll say scan this soda, scan this pen, and you get kicks for it. Literally, you don't have to buy anything. Once you get to 500 kicks, it's a $2 Walmart gift card. Once you get to 1,200 kicks, it's a $5 Walmart gift card. That is another huge game changer that I use in my business and my life every single month to reduce my groceries. So I buy everything else that I need, like at Aldi's or at a dollar store. Whatever else I can't get, I go to Walmart. I use a rebate app gift card. So that's the number one app I would say that doesn't cost you a thing. You can start earning, as I call it, free money. There's also another rebate app called Fetch Rewards, where you scan any grocery receipt and you get points for it. 1,000 points equals $1, and you can cash out at $3, but it's for gift cards everywhere. So not even just grocery stores. They have like Sephora, Home Depot, Lowe's, the movie theater. So you can even use it as a way to fund your fun things that you want to do. If you want to buy makeup, or if you want to go to the movie theater, it doesn't have to come out of your own pocket. So couponing is literally the stepping stone to, as the maximizer, maximize your life and start to have it trickle over into things outside of groceries and household items. I can tell you this confidently. On one hand, I can tell you how many things in this world I pay full price for, because it's trickled over into buying clothing and buying hair stuff, makeup. I don't pay full price. This lipstick is probably free that I have on my lips right now. Like, I don't pay full price for anything. So couponing starts at your groceries and household level. But again, like Valerie said, I did use those extra funds to help to fund my online business.
Well, so tell me on average, how much are you like actually saving? Because I know you said 50% or more, but like, what does that look like? Like, what do
Wow. So for me, I looked at one of the apps that I scan coupons, and I've saved well over about $7,000 this year. So up until the end of October, around $7,000 is what I saved on groceries and household items. And when I say household items, I'm talking everything: toothpaste, toilet paper, hair care, skin care, makeup. The only thing I'm not including is clothing, but I only shop for clothing for myself twice a year, and my daughter maybe 4 or 5 times a year, but clearance racks only. But generally, I've saved over $7,000 this year. So that's like cash money. And I've used that extra money that I would have spent on food to go to conferences, to network for my business. I've used that to upgrade my equipment. I bought myself a new computer. I'm going to buy myself a new phone to record. So that's huge. Imagine what could you do with an extra $7,000?
Oh my
Like,
gosh. I know so many of us are like, yes.
yes, because you don't have to pay full price. You don't have to do it. Stop.
So then, have you ever experienced kind of like odd reactions from people for what you do? Because I know so many people are like, wow, like this is amazing. But, what if, like, do you have family members who are like, why are you doing this? Just pay it?
Most people will say I'm doing this out of convenience. So whenever I meet someone and they say that they're struggling, they're like, oh, I'm spending $800 a month at the grocery store. And I'm like, huh? So I asked a couple questions. I'm like, well, first off, where are you shopping? Especially if they're in Florida. I say, are you shopping at Publix? They say yes. I say, why? Because it's close to my house. Some people don't see the investment of time to save money. To me, I'd rather invest an hour a week clipping coupons, reviewing a circular, maybe driving an extra 5 minutes to a Walmart or an Aldi's to inevitably save $100 that week. It's worth it to me. Some people just prefer convenience. Most of my family members, I have converted them because I can show them on paper. Like when you show people on paper how much they can save, then something clicks in their mind. Another thing that I do with people is I ask them, I'm like, okay, you're spending $800 a month grocery shopping. My second question is, how often are you eating out? About 2 or 3 times a week. And how much is that? Around $200 per week. Okay. So now that's another $800 a month that you're spending. So now we're at $1,600 for groceries and household items and eating out. My third question that always makes everyone crumble is, how much waste do you have? What are you throwing away? Are you eating all of your leftovers? Is there rotting tomatoes in your fridge? Do you have meat that's uncooked that you took out that you never cooked because you went out to have a steak dinner?
I am
And people
proud
are
of my
like,
refrigerator now. Like after talking with you a few weeks ago, I'm like, refrigerator is clean. Like there's
right.
sitting in the cubbies.
So when I ask that question and people like hide their faces or they cringe, I say, so think about it this way. Every time you throw away that meat, put a dollar amount to it. So that meat that you bought cost you $10 and you just literally threw $10 in the garbage.
And for some of you who are, just starting in the entrepreneurship world, $10
It's
because
a lot.
Facebook ads, you
Yep.
reached 10,000 people with $10 just in Facebook ads. And you wasted it on meat that you never cooked or, like that you bought that you thought you were going to do something with. And you probably paid full price.
Yes. So once I have that conversation and I show people, I say, listen, even if you don't want to clip a coupon, I have videos that'll show you how to do it electronically. There's digital coupons. You don't have to be a crazy coupon person with a giant coupon bag. You can literally, where's my phone? Literally use your phone to save hundreds of dollars per month between your rebate apps. Every store you go to almost has an app. Download it. If you want to shop at Publix, it'll hurt my heart, but use the digital coupons. They have them in there. Publix even has coupons in their store. You don't have to be a crazy coupon lady. Walk in, pick up the ad when you walk in, and use the coupons that are there. Those simple steps. I have a previous coworker who I talked to her. Her and her husband are these people I was talking about spending $500 and then $800 eating out. Ridiculous. For 2 people. No kids, no dog, a cat, a fish, nothing. Literally.
Fish get expensive.
Yes.
My
Literally.
$50 vet bill.
Listen, if you don't take care of those animals, they will cost you a lot. So I asked her, I said, are you looking in your fridge before you went shopping? She's like, no, I want 3 cucumbers every week. I just buy 3 cucumbers every week. And I'm like, okay, before you go shopping, first make a list of what meals you want to cook for the week. Get with your husband, make a meal list of what you want to cook, figure out what days you're going to eat out, or you're going to say, you know what, we're going to eat out 2 days this week. We're going to give ourselves a $200 budget. Stay within that because they like to eat fancy. And then write your meals out. Look in your fridge first to see what you already have. You want to make pasta, you already have pasta, you already have sauce. All you need is a meat. Or maybe you have the meat in your freezer and you just need the noodles and the sauce. You do that. Then you go to the store and you only get what you need. Stay focused. Just don't go when you're hungry because we all will impulse shop. Literally, that coworker did that. Her and her husband immediately started to save $100 per week. That's $100 back in their pocket, and they cut their waste down. She's like, Crystal, we're not wasting anymore because we're eating what we have and we're making our meals from what we have first, and then we go grocery shopping. And we've put into our budget or our life the days that we're going to eat out because we like to eat out twice a week. And I said, no judgment. That's how you spend your money. But don't go grocery shopping for those same days you're going to eat out with.
Right.
So those little simple tricks you can do will save you hundreds of dollars per month.
That is amazing. I had one more question, but my brain fog is away. Just give me a second.
No problem.
Here's a question that I have. So a lot of chronically ill entrepreneurs that I work with, they actually still live with their families, or
Okay.
like they're co-living,
Mhm.
parents and stuff like that, or they're caretakers. How do they find time to do this? What if they have chronic migraines? Like,
Mhm.
like how simple can they actually get this done and still save money and not feel like they're adding another to-do list item?
Right, of course. So the thing about couponing is that deals are a week long. So there's no pressure to run on a certain day. The other thing is you just have to prepare well. Most of the time, the ads for the next week come out 2 or 3 days before they start. So to give you an example, most deals run from Sunday to Saturday, and you can get whatever's on sale that week for that week. But their ads open up the Friday before. So that means you have the whole weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, to prep for what you want to buy. So one tip I would say if you have chronic migraines is on one day when you're feeling really good each month, you want to start to make your monthly meal plan, which could be overwhelming. But one thing you can do is if you are with a family, put a dry erase board or a piece of paper on the fridge. Have everyone write down what their favorite meals are.
Mm.
So you have a constant list. Or when you cook something, they're like, oh, we love this. Okay, spaghetti with chicken, they loved it, right? Meat and potatoes, they loved it. The chicken with the barbecue sauce was a hit. Or don't make the shrimp Alfredo again because they barely touched it. Start to build your stock of meals. So when you go to sit down and make your monthly meal plan, say maybe you need to cook 4 meals a week. So that's 4, 8, 16 a month. You only need 16. So if you have about 40 from the past couple months that everyone's been liking, make your list for the month. And then you break your monthly list down by week, and you don't have to do it all at once. So just give yourself the time and grace. But if you start with having your family put their input of what meals they like the most, if you're the shopper, then you'll already have a starting gate. And then from there, each week, pick the 4 meals that you're going to cook. You don't have to do everything in one day. So if you're having a migraine, just try to do 15 minutes per day, 3 days. That should be enough time for you to figure out what you're going to get from the store. And again, the deals are Sunday through Saturday. So if you literally just want to go to Walgreens and get the free toothpaste, just buy the free toothpaste, come back another day to get the food items. You don't have to do everything at once. The deals are good from Sunday to Saturday. Now, I will say the only thing you may have to worry about is like when the toothpaste is free, sometimes it goes earlier in the week. So if you can stomach it and get it out, get there at least by Tuesday, or wait for the restock. That would be the only thing I would say you could potentially miss out on. But I can also tell you this, free toothpaste comes every month. So if you miss a month, it's going to be more next month. And that's another tip I want to let you guys know is that sales cycles happen every 4 to 6 weeks. If it's on sale right now, it'll be on sale again within 4 to 6 more weeks. So you don't have to be a hoarder and buy all the things. Get enough for your family for 1 to 2 months because it's going to be on sale again. So if you do have migraines or if you have a disorder where you can't put a lot of time in, I teach my maximizers, as I call them, about an hour to 90 minutes per week when you're starting out will be your prep time before you go to the store. But that prep time will allow you to go in the store and be like, I need this, 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 and bam, you're out. Your
I was
coupons will already be ready as well.
just from before I even started couponing, I felt like I was going to the grocery store like every other day. I felt like I was going to Walmart every other day. I felt like I constantly was missing something. And then once I started couponing and not just buying one thing, but buying 2 because the second one was free,
Yeah.
I literally cut down the amount of time I had to drive or ask somebody to drive me because sometimes like my eyes don't work well enough and I can't do it. I've been able to just cut down in general in like waiting in line or walking around or like getting the energy to like go and get things, because I know with chronic fatigue that I have, like that was just, it was impossible. I felt like every single day I just spent half my day in a store and
Right.
half the day recovering and I couldn't do anything else. But now that I have more of a stockpile, and I mean not to your level, but I hope one day to get there, I have like a store in my own apartment. Like it's amazing.
Right.
So
It's so nice. And the one thing I will say is that for me, I always say, what if something happens and I can't coupon, I want to have a 6-month stockpile. And I
Mhm.
can also tell you guys this. There's been times in my life where I've been fruitful with lots of money. And there's been times where it's like, thank God a friend invited me over to have pizza and wings because we had no food, right? But I never didn't have non-perishables. I have not had to pay full price for toilet paper, toothpaste, body wash, lotion. Once you see that it's a deal and you get one or two every time they're on sale for 99 cents, then you just have a little bit of a stockpile. And with food, that works even well, especially for things like pasta, pasta sauce, cereals, those things. If you can eat those, I always have those stocked up because, like I said, I never know what may happen. I could get sick today or tomorrow and I may be out for the count. But if someone has to come into my house and take care of me or take care of my daughter, they will have to only worry about getting eggs, milk, and bread because everything else is taken care of. So that's another plus to couponing, is that you'll learn your stock up prices and you'll be able to get the things that you need. So that way you may not have to go every week except for your perishable items.
That's just so amazing. I mean, you're saving, like, it's so weird, but it's one of those things where this is an investment, isn't it? Like learning how to coupon and like practicing and getting good at it. So it can take you like, you do it probably like what, 15, 20 minutes and you're like, I got all the deals.
Um, I can do it very on the fly. Like I was explaining, I did a live session with my group last night and I was saying like, you know what? They were asking me, what's the best deals at Target this week? And I was like, can I be honest with you? I haven't looked at the Target ad. I'm going to go tomorrow. But about 15, sometimes I do it in the car before I walk in. I look, I see what I'm going to get, grab the coupons from my coupon bag, and then I just go into the store. But it took me 11 years to get to this point.
Mm-hmm.
But what I teach on my YouTube channel is I give you, I call it the cheat code. I'm your coupon coach. I give you the steps that you need so you don't have to take the 11 years or the 5 hours a week to get to that point.
Yeah. So that's awesome. Yeah. Just an investment. Like now putting in a little bit of work, you're going to save yourself time and money. And I mean, like you saved over $7,000 by just getting only what you needed.
Yep.
And
Absolutely.
that's just so crazy. Right?
Yeah. And it's to the point now where I can get the things that I want. Like my favorite lotion is Eucerin. I got it for free at CVS this week. You know how expensive Eucerin is?
I do actually.
$10.79 per bottle. The cheapest bottle, 8-ounce bottle, is like $9 and change. I got them totally free at CVS, and that's my favorite now, so I can get it for free.
Mm-hmm.
So the things that you really like, you'll try things that you may have not tried before. And I had never used Eucerin until I had a coupon for it. I was like, let me just try it. It was like $1. I fell in love with it. So now it's like one of my staples. Or the other thing is that you can use the rebates and the cash back and the things you get back in the store on things you don't have a coupon for.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was saying about the Walmart gift cards. At CVS, you get the extra care bucks. You can use those for your prescriptions because they do have prescription rebates and rewards as well. If you do so many prescriptions at CVS, they give you free money essentially, and you can use that to buy anything in the store.
Hear that? Prescriptions.
Yes, prescriptions. Yes, at CVS and Walgreens, Target even. Like if you do so many prescriptions at Target, they give you a Target gift card. It's super, like, I do everything. I used to get my flu shot at Target so I can get the gift card, everything.
I can't. I'm not allowed to do flu shots, but there's been like the Publix one. You get like $10. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, my boyfriend and I were like doing our grocery shopping for the month the other day, and he's like, "Look, we can get $20." I was like, "Did you forget I'm not allowed to have one?"
Well, you tell him to go get $20. Yes.
So yeah, but it was just so funny.
It is. I love those deals. I do them all.
All right. So if there's anything else you want to tell me, or you want to share with Chronically Ill Entrepreneurs here, or even if you just want to talk a little bit about how you run your business, because I know a lot of people when they're starting out, they're like, what does it actually take? What do you do every day? How much do you work? And maybe explain why you do what you do.
Mm-hmm. So I won't sugarcoat it. I work a whole lot, to be honest with you. I'm still, as far as it being a full-time online business, it's only been a few months since I've been full-time. So I'm still getting it together and hiring people to help me. But the bulk of my business, I would say more than half of my business is my YouTube channel because I do generate income from YouTube. So I post to YouTube probably about 6 or 7 times a week. I post a lot. And I still do all of my own editing as well. So the way I run my business is it's all around the deals of the week. So I post on Sundays, I post on Mondays, I post on Tuesdays, I post Wednesday or Thursday, I post on Fridays.
Mm-hmm.
And when I post, it's usually 2 videos a day. So that's the biggest part of my business, is actually going to the store and shopping, and editing takes the bulk of my business. And then on the other side, I'm a coach. So I have a monthly membership community. So I spend a lot of time there. I do 6 live sessions every single month, coaching my maximizers to whatever topic that we have going on. I'm coaching them with any of their questions, comments, concerns about couponing. That's where I spend, honestly, most of my time. My business is in the coaching group or filming and editing videos. But literally, I just started the YouTube channel, and that's where I started earning my first income. And then from there, the people wanted more. So I just created the membership, created the classes, created a course based on their needs, because I couldn't do everything on YouTube.
Right.
So I would just say, take your time. Rome wasn't built in a day. Whatever your passion is, you can definitely pursue it. And if you want to get some more money back, even if you want to use it for your business, or if you want to go on vacation, if you just want to relax, do some things you didn't think you could do, couponing can definitely help you. Like I said, it's a stepping stone to maximizing your life. I teach more than just couponing on my channel. I teach that whatever that leftover money you have, let's make an impact in your life. Let's not just go eat out with it. Let's do something very intentional with it. If that's getting a hotel room for one night for yourself, away from your family, to just decompose.
Remember what we did?
Yes, we needed it. The time away was well spent. Like, literally, the conference that we went to was down the street. Valerie knows. It was down the street from my house. But I got a hotel room with her just so that I could be away and decompress. And that was worth the investment.
That was the best thing. And
It
we
was.
had the best deal, I think.
Yes.
Because I got a coupon for the hotel, so it dropped the price. And then on top of that,
Split it.
cost, yeah. On top of that, I ended up using the receipt in the rebate app, which got me like $5 back. And I was like, oh my gosh, like
I'm in heaven.
all the things. It was really great. I honestly had never experienced so much joy from like spending money, and I didn't spend a lot of money.
Right.
Yeah.
And once you start couponing, you're looking for a discount for everything. You will not pay full price for anything.
Yeah, I was just talking with my family, like we are going to go to Russia next year because that's where we're from Russia. And my mom was looking at hotels, and I was like, stop, go through my app and get a deal.
Yes, of course, for everything. You're like, okay, how many people are going? If a certain amount is going, you can even get a group rate. Like once you get to 10 or more people, right? Once you get to 10 or more people, so your eyes are different once you start couponing, because you're like, let me find the best deal no matter what it is.
Yeah. It also reminds me of that quote where it's like, you know, when you don't have money, all you need to focus on is increasing the amount of money in your life. But in order to be a millionaire, it's not about how much you spend or how much you make, but how much you keep.
Yep.
You can't be a millionaire, you can't be a billionaire if you're not keeping a million, if you're not keeping a billion. So this is definitely one of those ways to help you get there, and to, you know, stay like I live in Sarasota, as many of you know. Like there are so many affluent people that live here, and you will never know because they look so average, and they do go to the deals. Like you can find them on, you know, when they do go to restaurants, it's like buy a beer, get one free, or like, what are the bar deals called? It's not coming to me.
Oh, happy hour.
Happy hour. Yes. That's
yes.
Where you find them. You will never see them going to like the really like, you know, like we have a restaurant here called Hyde Park. That's like, you know, the super big one. You never actually see a millionaire there. Like every now and then, but
of course
they're not really there. It's like people who, you know, have average jobs who, you know, go out there thinking that's how they present themselves. And it's just crazy because they're not the ones saving money. They're stuck in that middle class rat race.
Right. No, absolutely. And the one thing that I realized, that when I tell people about my business and what I do, no matter if they make $100 or they make $100,000, everyone's like, oh my gosh, we need you. Because I realized everyone needs household items. And no one wants to pay full price for toilet paper. It's a necessary evil in our lives. No one wants to pay full price, no matter how much money you have in your bank account. You don't want to. You do want a good quality, right? But I'm getting name brand items for less than the store brand. Let that sink in. You can get name brand items for less than the store brand. That is That's the best thing to me. And everyone can use that no matter how much money you have.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining this call and sharing this.
Oh, thank you for having me. This is awesome.
So for those of you who are curious more about Crystal or how she can help you, in the either the comments or the post, depending where you're finding this, you'll see her website there, and you can just go ahead and click on that, and she will pop up right in front of you and help much money and save time and energy, because that is the most important things in our lives right now, especially as entrepreneurs, and we're trying to grow these businesses, and we're trying to get to this point where we can let them run on their own and do their own thing and just live the life that we need to.